I want to talk about something incredibly important today, especially with the rising costs of health insurance. I'm seeing a lot of people considering skipping marketplace insurance, and I need to share a story, hoping it can help even one person understand the risks. I know the choices are tough right now, but please listen. Before 2016, Anna was the picture of health. She was 31 years old, fit, a non-smoker, ate a healthy, mostly plant-based diet, and rarely drank. Her only doctor's visit was her annual physical. She was the last person anyone would expect to get seriously ill. But life has a way of throwing curveballs you never see coming. That year, she noticed some pain near her nipple. It was subtle, but it was there. Her doctor initially thought it was just a benign cyst, completely understandable given her age and health profile. But something inside her knew she had to push for more. She advocated for herself and demanded a mammogram right away. And thank goodness she did. The diagnosis was stage 3C breast cancer. It had already invaded her lymphatic system. Everyone was shocked. It turned out to be caused by a rare genetic mutation she had no idea about. No family history, nothing. This diagnosis wasn't just a single event. It was the start of a 2-year-long battle that completely took over her life. The treatment was relentless. It started with a mastectomy and reconstruction, which included a 3-night hospital stay. Then came the removal of her lymph nodes. After that, she endured 28 grueling days of radiation therapy. A port was placed in her chest for 6 rounds of chemotherapy. She couldn't even begin to count the number of MRIs, PET scans, CT scans, ultrasounds, and blood draws she had. It felt like she was living at the hospital, and it didn't stop there. There were 2 overnight trips to the ER for complications. The mental and emotional toll was immense, so regular psychiatry and therapy appointments became essential for her to cope with everything that was happening. She was on a cocktail of several daily designer oral medications. She also needed monthly injections for both hormone therapy and immune system therapy. The physical recovery was a whole other mountain to climb. After the lymph node removal, her arm swelled up, a condition called lymphedema. This required several sessions of occupational and physical therapy every single week just to regain mobility. She even needed 2 additional surgeries on her arm to manage the swelling. And on top of all of this, there's a whole separate list of procedures she had to undergo to prevent other cancers from developing because of that genetic mutation. She did not share all these details for sympathy. She shared them to paint a very clear picture of what a worst-case medical scenario can look like, and more importantly, what it can cost. Let's talk about the financial side of this. If I had to guess the total cost of her treatment, it would be in the millions of dollars. Millions. And that's even if she had decided against some of the more aggressive treatments. It's an astronomical number. There is absolutely no way she could have paid for her treatment out of pocket. Even with a GoFundMe, even with every penny of her savings, it wouldn't have even made a dent. The cost is simply beyond the reach of an ordinary person. Here's the crucial part of her story. She was lucky. She had insurance through her graduate school program. It was pure luck. If it wasn't for that, she wouldn't have bought insurance on her own at 31. She was healthy. Why would she? And that would have been a catastrophic mistake, a mistake that could have easily cost her life. Her story isn't unique. A diagnosis like this can and does happen to young, healthy people all the time, when they least expect it. And if you don't have insurance, it means facing a mountain of debt, financial ruin, and impossible choices for anyone who isn't a multimillionaire. When you choose to go without health insurance, you are gambling. You're betting that something like this won't happen to you. And while I hope with all my heart that it never does, you have to understand that it's a possibility. The peace of mind that comes with knowing you're covered is invaluable. Having insurance meant she could focus on one thing and one thing only, fighting for her life. She didn't have to worry about whether she could afford the next scan, the next treatment, the next medication. She could just focus on getting better. That's a privilege that everyone deserves. I know the premiums are high. I know it feels like a huge financial burden, especially when you're healthy. But Anna is living proof that your health can change in an instant. The cost of insurance is nothing compared to the cost of a catastrophic illness. It's not just about money, it's about having access to life-saving care without bankrupting yourself and your family. Please, when you're making this decision, consider Anna's story. Think about the what-ifs. We all have to choose from a difficult set of options right now. And I'm so sorry for everyone stuck in this position. But please go into it with a clear-eyed understanding of what's at stake. Your health and your life are worth protecting. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to Anna's story. I truly hope it provides some perspective. If you found this helpful, please consider liking the video and subscribing to my channel. It helps me share these important messages with more people. Stay safe and take care of yourselves.